saw you, I would lose control. Made me feel like there was no tomorrow. Should've told you that you're beautiful, but the days pass and now it's so long ago. Did you make it? Did you break free? Did you manage to be who you wanna be? Maybe somewhere you think about me too.
Hi everyone, welcome to amazing Melbourne. I'm here today to try out the new Profoto A1, which you can actually see here. So this is the first time this has been used in Australia actually in a shoot that I know of. So I thought we'd put it through its paces today. Now this is the Canon version, so I am actually going to have to use the Canon Mark IV, and I've got the 70-200 lens on this as well. We're going to do a number of things here today where I'm actually going to be using just this and also the Profoto B1, so I can combine the two together. So it should be a really interesting shoot. It is way more expensive than what normal flashes are, but for me personally, being a professional photographer that is invested in the Profoto system, if you count the fact that this has the actual air remote built in, which is around 500 Australian, and then the flash as well, it's not as dear as what you actually might think. But again, I'm in the Profoto system. For me, it's a no-brainer to step up to this type of system. Now luckily, I've been given this unit for 3 days to try out by Specular. They have a showroom here in Melbourne, and they really are an amazing Profoto dealer that specialises in dealing with people in Australia. So I'd love to give them a shout out. Now in no way am I being sponsored or actually paid to give this review, and I made that point out to Specular when I picked this flash up. I'm going to say actually how it is, and I'll talk to you about that in some videos later on. Once again, I'll only really use something that I probably will buy, and I probably will buy this to go with my Profoto system as well, because for me, having Profoto lights, it really seems to be the next step to be able to control them from this one unit and have a little bit of fill flash on the camera. I'm only using the Canon version today, so I can't shoot Sony with this, but I probably will shoot some off-camera flash with this because it will work off-camera at the native sync speed of 1/250th. But this will work with high-speed sync and also TTL on the Canon cameras. The Nikon version's coming out later this year, and the Sony version, I believe, is coming out early next year. So hi guys, so today's shoot I want to introduce you to a couple of wonderful girls. I'm
Matisse. And I'm Ashley.
So it's Matisse and Ashley. If you'd like to follow them on Facebook or Instagram, I'm going to leave their addresses down below so you can give them a like and hopefully follow them and see some of these shoots actually on Facebook and on Instagram as well if you want to have a look there, because they'd love to have you following them there as well. So later on we'll look at the shoots obviously that they've done, and we'll get looking at that now. Okay, so this is Matisse. You can wave hi, Matisse. Now what we're going to be doing here, I want to try and get some nice lights in the background. It's just about getting dark, so it's going to get dark fairly fast. So what I've done, I'm shooting the 70-200 and also I'm on the Canon Mark IV, and I'm on ISO 1600, I'm on 2.8 because I want to shoot wide open, and I'm on 1/25th of a second. So I'm just going to see what type of result that I get. Now this is on TTL. So I'm going to check that, and it looks actually really quite beautiful. Now once I've got that base exposure, I can just shift over to manual, and then basically the images is not going to change. So I'll show you how that first one is. I'm just going to reduce this light just a touch, and that's stunning. I'm also going to come down. Now being the shape of this light, it actually should. Now Matisse, can you go back just a fraction further, because I'm going to see if I can get a full body. Look this way, Matisse. Yeah, that's stunning. I love it. Now again, I'm trying to shoot right in, see if I can get some of that bokeh in the background, just so I can show you how the results are. It's gorgeous. Let me just check those. They're really nice. So basically, the results seem to be very, very close right from the start. It actually, the TTL picked it up very, very close when you're looking at the original item, if you're looking at them it's actually very, very close. So it is quite a soft light, which is interesting. I'm really quite happy with it. So we'll just keep moving on. I am going to try some off-camera flash as well a little bit later. But yeah, we'll just see how that goes. It's beautiful. I'm going to try and get a tram in the background. Matisse, just take a step out that way. Stay there. Let me just check. I keep going to look through the viewfinder. It's weird.
Tram's stopping for you, Dave.
Oh, come back, Matisse. I'll take one there. Stay like that. Focus is really good actually, because it's actually quite dark and it's nailing the focus. So I'm really quite happy with how it's going. So I'm going to try this near full power because she's actually quite a way away. Whoa, that's too much. Yeah, so it is quite powerful. So I'm going to come down a little bit. Now I may have to put a colour gel on this soon because it's actually quite bright. So I'm going to walk in. Okay, so I'm going to come into quite high. Yeah, that's stunning. That's beautiful. It's actually really quite soft on camera, which is surprising. It's actually coming through really quite beautiful. That's gorgeous. Stay there because I'll see if I can get a bit more of your body. So I'm going down a fraction lower now. Beautiful, Matisse. Now the low light focus is actually really, really good.